Welcome to edition 6 of Trust the Doc TV. On the show today, live lockdown tracks, new videos, interviews from artists from 6 different nationalities and 4 different continents. Kicking off today with Bloom de Wilde. Now, Bloom has been living in London for the last 20 years, but has recently returned to her native Amsterdam. But she and their band remain active. They've played 2 gigs for me in the past year, and they really are a fantastic live band. So I'm very pleased to have a new video from Bloom de Wilde, typically imaginative video to a typically imaginative song. It's Bloom de Wilde and Do and Be.
I am a god of nothing, I shape a little world with a bite of each arm, subtle and nice and bold. It comes in many ways that I know by now. Beckon the ancient fires, this is my evening dress. I watch them glow and I will stay. You're gnarly ghost happening at the same time. You're a shining guide, delight all the darling boys, with or without the old soul. And so you just gonna bribe a brightness. 'Cause sleepers should be dreamers, oh I know. It's so obvious it drives me crazy, making up entire scenes that used to taste so sweet to me. And when I want to catch those arrows on my bow, I should simply believe and do and be and do to be do. I'm on a train of thought, I've got nothing but note. I should have brought my binoculars. See me boys looking for something, I'm down in the dumplings. Open the bin bag, bragging and a boasting B&B. You're surely not just anybody, but what's in the name? You're not yourself. You shouldn't bribe a brightness. 'Cause sleepers should be dreamers, oh I know. It's so obvious it drives me crazy, making up entire scenes that used to taste so sweet to me. And when I want to catch those arrows on my bow, I should simply believe and do and be and do to be do. Sleepers should be dreamers, oh I know. I do and be and do to be do. And if you want to catch those arrows on your bow, you should simply believe and do and be and do to be do. When it comes to it, you better wait till she's in love. It doesn't matter if it fits the glove, you see. Do one for me. Goodbye to the neon boys and tell them that I'm sorry. 'Cause I can do and be and do to be do. And you'll be wishing for the simple things.
Two back-to-back videos for you there. The one you just saw was the LA-based band Untitled Social Experiment and a song called How a Feather Feels. And before that, from Amsterdam, Bloom de Wild and Do and Be. Now, if you watched the last edition of Trust the Doc TV, you would have seen Josie performing live just prior to lockdown with her musical partner in crime, Dina Konradsen. But since the beginning of lockdown, Dina has been back in Norway, where she's been working in isolation. She released a single recently called Time, which did get some airplay on my radio show, and I'm very pleased to say she has sent us this live lockdown performance of the track. It's Dina Konradsen performing live and Time. Well, next up, I'm very pleased to have Geraint Rees from Swansea on the show. Geraint's an artist who I've blogged about in the past, and I played his music on my radio show. And I'm very pleased that we have the video for his new single. It's called Dúir Tú Bíd. It's in Welsh. It's Geraint Rees.
בהר רני אלוהים דווקא תביאי דסלי תאהבי תברכי דסלי תאהבי שיעור פורמי בואי דסלי תאהבי דווקא תביאי דסלי תאהבי
Two videos back to back for you there. The one that you just heard was Guitar PK, aka Paul Kent, and a track from his last album, which is called Calm with Fire. And before that, you heard Geraint Rees from Swansea and a track called Duathu Bede. Next up, from Sheffield, it's another guitarist playing an instrumental track, but this time it's live in lockdown, Frank Birtwistle, and the track is called Dreamland. Well, you may have seen the name Luke Moore on the end credits of recent editions of Trusted Doc TV. Well, that's because Luke does the opening and the end credits for me. But he's also a fabulous all-round musician and performer, a promoter, an entrepreneur, and like a lot of us in independent music, has many hats and many fingers in many pies. I thought it was about time I had Luke on the show as my interview guest, and I'm very pleased to have caught up with him. Well, I'm very pleased to have on the show my guest, Luke Moore. Luke, welcome to Trusted.tv.
Hi Neil, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm good, yeah. Well, normally we see your name on the end credits as the person who does the opening and end credits, but obviously you have far more strings to your bow. So what have you been up to, particularly since lockdown started?
No, all sorts, and yeah, it's always nice working on those end credits for the show. It's great to see the variety of acts that you have on there, actually firsthand before it goes out. And for me, it's been a strange time, as it has for everybody else, I'm sure. My various hats are composer, session musician, and facilitator for some of the projects I work on. And all of the performance obviously disappeared very quickly in mid-March. So it was a few £1,000s worth of work, which was a mix of weddings, gigs, and festivals. But managed to stay positive and have been really lucky that some of the projects I do, like coordinating events and working with young people with mental health conditions in an art setting, have stayed and become video projects. So I've still been busy, and I've actually got a little list behind me of all the jobs I'm slowly working through this week. But it's been a real godsend, because that first week, it was like a bit of a domino effect, seeing all the things cancelled. So yeah, staying afloat, I think, is the short answer, Neil.
Yeah, I mean, I obviously, as you know, I had the similar experience of just mass cancellations over about 48 hours, and just watching all these plans just go up in smoke.
Yeah.
You got a little list behind you. Looking at that wall chart there, looks like you got quite an extensive list going on.
Yeah, it's divided into columns. I mean, I'll just go through them, because this is my little mental meeting that I have every Monday morning with myself. It's a great thing about being self-employed is that your boss is either someone you get on really well with or not on different days. But first up, we've got Chester Bandstand, which is something I've run since 2018. Contract with the council to put on 35 events over summer, and it's been great having a virtual bandstand this year and commissioning 5 new pieces of work from the budget. So that's been really exciting. Hoping to have people like Dorothy Bird and Satin Beige, who I know you know from the gigs that we've done in London, and they've appeared at the bandstand before, so touch wood, they'll be back also. We've got State of Flux, which is a project to do with a company called Ludus Dance, and that's funded by Children in Need. So every week I'm up in a mental health ward working with 14 to 18-year-olds, and we create music, dance and film. And that project has gone online. It's such a rewarding project to be part of, and it teaches me new skills as well. Then we've got Operation Lightfoot, which is my flagship project. Just have a little bit of play off Tom Robinson on Six Music. So I've been producing for the first time new music for that, and it's been really well received. A couple of other projects there, 1 or 2 secret things which I'm keeping under the hat for now. But yeah, it's definitely firing on all cylinders at this stage.
I mean, you are generally pretty prolific, aren't you, with all the different music projects you have going on? You always seem to be releasing something and gigging with somebody when you can.
Yeah, I think you have to be, to an extent, when you're entirely dependent on that as a source of income. But more importantly, in all honesty, entirely dependent on that to get up in the morning. It's the thing that really fuels my life, along with a few other things. But I mean, music's the one that is the first love. So the variety, I absolutely love.
Yeah, amen to all of that. And obviously Operation Lightfoot, well, you played a Vanishing Point gig for me tail end of 2018, and since then you've done a couple of gigs with Satin Beige. What are your hopes then for, well, we're not really sure when we're going to be able to put on proper gigs again, but do you plan to get Operation Lightfoot out in 2021 and start gigging again?
Yeah, absolutely. Ideally before the end of the year, and just to really pick up where we left off. For those that don't know, Operation Lightfoot is a heavily collaborative project. So I have guest artists like Satin Beige and Dorothy Bird. We co-write the material and we perform with a few guest musicians. So sometimes a string section, sometimes just a few of us. And I'm really looking forward to getting back out on the road and putting on some slightly unusual gigs. So maybe a gig with a string quartet, for example, maybe some live dance elements and some live visual art. So we've done that before in Liverpool, which is where I'm based and most of the people are. I think it's time to start taking that off. And I've told you about a couple of things that are on the horizon, and I can't wait to share those publicly when we've got some definite dates agreed.
Yeah, exciting times. And you've got one or two slightly more secret projects, which I won't blow the cover on, but you still seem to be putting a lot of stuff out through those too.
I have no idea what you mean. But yeah, there's something out there somewhere where I get to hide behind a little name and do things which I've secretly wanted to for probably most of my life. And it's been really interesting seeing the reaction from people that I know as me or through Operation Lightfoot. So long may that continue. I kind of made a bit of a pact with myself that when it gets some national radio play, which I hope is probably maybe 6 to 12 months off, depending on how things go, I might just peer from behind the mask. But it's all very cryptic. If you know, you know, and if you don't, you might never, and that's okay.
Yeah, secret identity, why not?
Yeah, like a really budget Batman, you know.
You're probably too young to remember the Residents, aren't you, Luke? Who kept their identity secret for many, many years.
I think I've lived with a few, but yeah, no, it's a new one on me, but I'll have a look.
Yeah, definitely. Well, it's fantastic to see that you're doing so much and keeping busy during lockdown, and obviously doing a lot to support other people in new music as well as doing your own thing. So best of luck with it all, and hopefully, fingers crossed, by the end of the year, we'll see you back out there performing live again. Yeah,
touch wood. Liverpool, where we're based, is going to be top of the list for performing, and then we're looking at London and hopefully partner with yourself and do something down there with a couple of local acts as well. I really love the reception we had at the Vanishing Point gig, and the follow-up ones where I played guitar with Satin was lovely to connect. People like John Reed, for example, and Paul Cook, who actually I'm working with on something separate at the moment. It's a great community you've got, and it was worth the trip 200 miles from Liverpool, so let's do that again.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Amen to that too. Well, Luke, lovely having you on the show. Best of luck with it all, and speak to you again soon.
Thanks, Neil. Thanks again.
Well, many moons ago, when I was studying British history, I remember a story about the suffragette movement, about how one of the suffragettes put a brick through the window of a Chartist club. According to the story, the manager of the club came running outside and said, "I don't understand. Why have you put a brick through our window? What have we done?" And she said, "Well, that's precisely it. What have you done?" Well, a similar logic applies to the lyrics of the new track by Rosie Bergonzi, who you may have seen me interview on the last edition of Truster.tv before playing her awesome video for I'm Not a Hashtag. The latest track by Rosie is one which is called Nothing Isn't Enough. Still on the subject of Black Lives Matter and keeping the anti-racist campaign going. And like everything Rosie does, totally original, with her playing all live percussion and with the handpan, which she specialises in, at the centre of the backing track. It's Rosie Bergonzi and Nothing Isn't Enough.
Racist is a big word. It's hard to make it stick. If I suggest you wear it, you'll be sure it doesn't fit. Yet when every person with dark skin has suffered abuse, who's doing it? Clearly someone's confused. You don't think I'm subhuman, undecided if protest is wrong. You rarely say the N-word, only while singing along. You're definitely one of the good guys. You hate the KKK. And honestly, you don't see colour. It doesn't really matter these days. But doing nothing isn't enough anymore. The man who spat on me for my skin, he wasn't you, but who? The officer who punched me for my skin wasn't you, it's true. It's not you who touches me in the street, who tugs on my hair, who kisses your teeth, stands up over me, shouts, "Oi monkey!" Chose a dark night to follow me. But somebody does because somebody has, but who? Someone you know. They're all part of your system. Just a link in a racist chain, keeping us enslaved. Doing nothing isn't enough anymore. The words that hurt know the face that scowls, the tongues that tut know the eyes that roll, the mouths that shout know the lips that spit, hands that shove know fists that hit, and we all know the knees that kill. For years it's been deemed acceptable that those who die most are always my people. It's all connected. Doing nothing isn't enough anymore. So try something. One word you speak in defense of our fight ripples, spreads, builds power overnight. Just one utterance of mate, that's not on, and change has begun. People, not policies, push forward laws, alter what you hear behind closed doors. It hasn't worked, you're vague, be kind, engage with your body and mind. You don't have to scream, you don't have to shout, just speak up, just speak out. You're static, you're silent, twiddling your thumbs, watching nothing get done. Just another link in a racist chain, keeping us enslaved. Doing nothing isn't enough anymore. Our system's left unshaken if everything stays the same. Unless you actually fight for us, nothing will ever change. We need a critical mass of population shouting, "This is wrong!" I need to hear your voice, join with me, sing my song. Alter policy, make actions priority, call out hypocrisy, acknowledge the colony, self-assess, honestly, give genuine apologies, but hurtful ideology, end inequality. Be brave, have that conversation, give yourself an education. You're 1 degree of separation from somebody who wants me out this nation. Search for the closest racist, they won't be far away. And if they live inside your head, make a change today. Trust this is an issue, stare at it head on. It's a problem for black people, but it's not a black people problem. It's all of you, sitting still, quietly looking away. Doing nothing isn't enough anymore. Break the chain. Doing nothing isn't enough anymore. Stop doing nothing, it isn't enough anymore. Break this chain. It's never been enough. Do nothing no more. It's never been enough. Do nothing no more.
Well, Fragile Creatures are a band from Brighton who've played 2 live gigs for me over the past year or so. And they also appeared at edition 2 of Trust.TV, playing a fantastic live lockdown track on multiple Zoom screens. I'm very pleased to say that we have the video for their new single. It's called Give Me the Rhythm, and it's Fragile Creatures. Well, next up, Kath Burgess from Manchester performs under the name Test Card Girl, and I think she would agree it's been a pretty decent few weeks for her, having been the Vanishing Point track on Ming and John's Monday Night Rideout show on XRL-FM, having won the Track of the Week poll on my show on XRL-FM, and having been voted by Fresh Internet readers into the Fresh Faves, all with a song called Holds Me Down, which sees her playing a kind of synth-driven pop track. But this is actually a chance to see Test Card Girl performing solo with guitar in a live lockdown track, and this is called Like a Train.
That hit me like a train, but you're not to blame. I was once your girl. That hit me like the rain, all the same. I was once your world. Are you happy now? Were you happy then? Are you happy now? Maybe twice as then. It ended on the steps, I had regrets. It was not our time. I went away, returned, did not accept that you were not mine. Are you happy now? Were you happy then? Are you happy now? Maybe twice as then. And I'm so sad. The words coat my lungs and catch my breath. And I'm so tired. The words fell out my heart, first known that. Miles, 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 miles away. Miles, miles away. Miles, 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 miles away. Miles, miles away. And I'm so sad. The words coat my lungs and catch my breath. And I'm so tired. The words fell out my heart's first known.
Well, In the Forest are a quartet from around the Hemel Hempstead area, and they were also part of the tour that I had to cancel the last part of because of COVID-19, but not before they played a fantastic gig for me up in High Wycombe. So I'm really delighted that they've now signed for the amazing Last Night from Glasgow Records, which I think will be a fantastic relationship. In the meantime, they sent me the video for their single On the Run, featuring fantastic animation by Becky's sister. This is In the Forest.
His heavy eyes drank from the beauty in her smile. She took him by the hand, so let's run into the wild, where the flowers sow the seeds, they travel far and wide. From the beauty of the hills, you can see for miles and miles, and they're singing. On the run. Confines of reality will lead to where your soul. Shackles of society will lead you to this road. After 7 years, we're running on our ground. Tell the roots of a family, and we're singing this song with the same old sound. On the run.
He's running, she's running, we're running, they run. He's running, she's running, we're running, they run.
Run away,
He's running, she's running, we're running, they run.
run away,
He's running, she's running, we're running, they run.
run away. As the sun starts to rise, they heard a voice within. It's time to face the change.
Go home now, child, and start again.
On a Friday night, have an appetite to party, so call you on phone. Do you feel alright? Coming out tonight. Put your hair up, get ready to go. On our way to town, turning up the sound. Have a smoke, then pass it around. Passing for red light, not a cop inside. No stopping, let's go with the flow. When we get to the club, they don't let us in. They say it's because of the state that we're in. We stagger around the corner, cussing the club code. Back to the car, then back on the road. Driving round the town, stop a kebab, back in the car. Get some smoke from a Rasta bloke playing Marley on his guitar. Quiet as mouse, drive to big house, gravel driveway, spin it around. When they turn on light, we drive out of sight. Know it's wrong, but finally you know.
Well, two videos back to back, the second one of which is something of a reason to celebrate, because we did say in a previous edition of Trusted Doc TV that the singer and guitarist for Manic Grass had been in a fairly nasty road accident. Well, I'm pleased to say that he's very much on the mend, and that's a new video from them, rather appropriately entitled Outer Hibernation. And before that, you heard the amazing In the Forest, newly signed now to Last Night from Glasgow Records, with a video beautifully animated by Becky's sister and a song called On the Run. Well, I'm very pleased to have the video from S. Berg. Now, S. Berg is an artist from Ghana. He makes a very original style of kind of hip-hop R&B with various other flavours in there. Well, you can see for yourself. This is a video of S. Berg from Ghana, and the track is called Street Anthem.
It's big. Whoa. Homie man, try that. Whoa. Whoa.
It's J Sounds.
This life it be short, my own it be long. Boys they cash out, but me I they hung. Phone on my phone. Back to his namin video bros. Yeah. My only bros they call me foe. They call me foe. Whoa, whoa. I bet far. Yeah. And Sika no bar, mo bet far. I bet far. And Sika no bar, mo bet far. Mo bet far. Oh, oh no no no. Oh no no no. La, no, no. Oh no no no. Oh no no no. La, no, no. I bet far. Yeah, and Sika no bar, mo bet far. I bet far. And Sika no bar, mo bet far. Mo bet far. Oh, oh no no no. Oh no no no. La, no, no. Oh no no no. Oh no no no. La, no, no. Shout out bros, you fuck up the code, then it be family over bitches and hoes. So why you the ghost when the brother man broke, lying on phones and chilling with hoes, hoes? How does it feel when the one you wanna die for is behind the trigger? So why you the pray that I lose? Yeah, you coming in be and I'll move. Yeah, your actions they make her confused. Yeah, ooh yeah, ooh. Lord, what me pay I do? Yeah, my guys them more than chook, chook, chook. Yeah, but I bet far. Yeah, and Sika no bar, mo bet far. Yeah, I bet far. And Sika no bar, mo bet far. Mo bet far. Oh, oh no no no. Oh no no no. La, no, no. Oh no no no. Oh no no no. La, no, no. I bet far. Yeah, and Sika no bar, mo bet far. Yeah, yeah. I bet far. And Sika no bar, mo bet far. Mo bet far. Oh, oh no no no. Oh no no no. La, no, no. Yeah. Oh no no no. Oh no no no. La, no, no. Hey, me and I'm done, what fucking me up. Me and I'm front, what hanging me up. So why for cry? Hey, me and I'm kind, say me soon. But stuff like this in the bash. Obi the second chamechi. Nipa no near chichi. Obey me power, young kwam and then the koba. Si kentina was snitching. Whoa.
the force of a wild animal, and the strider Sir Lancelot pulled my sword out of the stone. With a glory you could never own. There's a fire burning in my soul. I felt yours and it's growing cold. I know there'll be a knocking at the door. I'll know what you came for. You'll survive. Eventually, our love, you flee. Maybe we will one day meet, but it's difficult to believe. I'll be living on a white sand beach. You're out of touch, I'm out of reach. I'm as ready as I'll ever be. From the sun right down to the sea, I'm as ready as I'll ever be. There's a force inside of me. I'm as ready as I'll ever be. From the hairs on my head right down to my feet, I'm as ready as I'll ever be. Oh, I wouldn't mess with me. I'm as ready as I'll ever be. I'm as ready as I'll ever be. I'm as ready as I'll ever be. Oh, I wouldn't mess with me.
Well, two videos back to back there. The one you just heard was Phoebe Coco, who's been on this show twice performing live in lockdown, just solo with piano. But this time we actually get to have a video, and that's a new track from her called Ready. And before that, all the way from Ghana, it was S. Berg and Street Anthem. Well, that's it, I'm afraid, for another edition of Trust the Doc TV. I hope you'll join us once again on the 4th of August for more live lockdown tracks, more new videos, more interviews and chat. Until then, stay safe and see you soon.